waves or 9 feet waves, and then it just became sunny, the wind died down, and we had a beautiful time. At least I had, and it sounds like you did as well. But it's a great honor to have so many of you coming back cruising with us time and time again. During this cruise we have over 650 Crown and Anchor members sailing with us. And now the Crown and Anchor Society has over 7,000 members that have sailed with us within the last 5 years. I come from a country called Norway, and I thought that was large. That was until I started working for Royal Caribbean International, because in Norway we only have 5 million inhabitants, but in the Royal Caribbean Cruises Crown Anchor Society now over 7 million. And during the captain's reception I mentioned now that we have 5 brands. We have Pullman Tour that is strong in the Spanish market. They go down to Brazil and up in Europe. Then we have Cruiser de France, which is a smaller ships, takes around 700-800 guests, and they go to the French market. They have even a French-speaking captain and French cuisine and so on. And then we have a brand that I believe many of you have sailed with, or maybe some of you have, Celebrity Cruise Line. Anybody sailed on those?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And on those now, instead of having turf, we now have real grass. And so when I retire, that's going to be my retirement position. You know, I'm going to be a lawn cutter on those ships, just working on the stateroom assignments. And then we have a brand that we started on request of a lot of you, our Crown Anchor members, because a lot of you said, is Royal Caribbean International only going to build large cruise ship? Yes, we will build large cruise ship with a lot of fantastic entertainment and activities from the whole family. But some said, yeah, but we would like to go back to when we had 700 guests, like we did with the Sun Viking way back. So what we did, we started Azamar Cruise Line. They take about a little bit over 700 guests, beautiful ships, and they sail to new and exciting destinations that we cannot go with these larger ships. And I believe you have butler service there and so on, but you pay a little bit more. But it is there for you to enjoy if you would like to. Anybody gone to Azamar Cruise Line? Sail with them? No? So you loyal to Royal, that's great, that's what I love. And in Royal Caribbean International we now have 21 cruise ships. We still have the Majesty of the Seas going 3 and 4 days out of Miami. We have the 6 Vision class ships going all over the world. We are up in Alaska, we are over in Australia, and now we have also the 4 Radiance class ships. They are still the largest cruise ship that we can take through Panama Canal. They're making some new locks, and then maybe after 2014 we can bring some larger. But at this time, Radiance class ships, the largest ships we can take through the Panama Canal. Then we have the Voyager class ships, and with those we introduced the Royal Promenade and the ice skating shows. Have anybody seen the ice skating show yet?
No.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? And the Royal Promenade, I think that's a great thing. It's like being in a little town with all the shops and so on. And after the 5 Voyager class ships, we built the 3 Freedom class ships. These are the same as the Voyager class ships. The only thing is that we added 30 meter or 90 feet, and we used those very carefully. We added a HO2 park for the younger generation, as we see a lot of you now coming from grandparents to grandchildren, so there is activities for everyone. Also with the larger families coming, we added a family stateroom, 1,650 square feet, sleep comfortably 14 people in that stateroom, and also some other amenities. So that was, then we introduced the Oasis and Allure. Anybody sailed on Oasis and Allure?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
How was your experience? Did you have a great time?
Yes.
Yeah? A lot of people, was a little bit, 6,200 guests, 2,200 crew members. We're gonna stand in line night and day, but you didn't have that experience, did you? No.
Not
Yeah. And what we did, we built a new terminal, so actually from the time you come to the ship, you drop off and you start the process of getting on board. Till you're on board, take only 15 minutes. And I believe we managed to keep that target so far. And there is 24 different venues where you can get something to eat. You have a central park, you have a boardwalk. Anybody started with the stateroom inside, and now you have to have a balcony? Yeah? A lot of people nodding their heads, yes. And on those ships, you can have a stateroom with a balcony on the outside, or you can be inside with the balcony. If you're on the inside, you look down on the central park or the boardwalk, or you can look up in the sky, or if you're really nosy, you can look at the neighbor on the other side. And so that was a little bit about those ships, but we haven't stopped building ships. We are this time having the new, we called it Sunshine Project, but now we gave them name. They're going to be called Quantum and Antum. And Quantum is going to come out in the fall of 2014, and then followed in 2015 by the Antum. Quantum first, Antum second. And those ships going to be a little bit larger than the Liberty of the Seas. Liberty of the Seas is 154,000 tons. Those ships are going to be 167,000 tons. They're going to take the double occupancy, 4,180 guests. And we're going to have some new amenities again. We're not going to have the ice skating rink, but instead, further up on the ship, they built a new rink, and we're going to have bumper cars. Anybody? Electrical bumper cars, did you draw that when you were younger? I did, and I'm looking forward to do it again. And but that can also be easily turned into a rollerblading track. You can have ballroom dancing, so a lot of different things can happen in that area. And also on those ships, we're going to have what they call Rip, Cord and Fly. Ripcord by iFly. Anybody had the idea that they wanted to jump out of an airplane and feel how it is to fly like a bird? On those ships you can try it. There's a cylinder, and you go inside, and then you fly inside that one without being hooked up to anything. And also on those ships we're gonna add a little launch, 14 people it takes. That's going to be in the end of an arm. That arm can take you 300 feet above the water, and you can go on the outside, inside of the ship. So that's going to be something brand new as well. So a lot of new things. Also when it comes to staterooms, those I talked about the family stateroom we have on the Liberty of the Seas. On those they're going to make staterooms that are connected with the hallway, so you can have your whole family in separate rooms with a hallway in between you and so on. So that's going to be fantastic. And we're going to have that's 16 family connected staterooms. And if you want the inside stateroom with the balcony, you can get so. But the balcony is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be on one of the wall, and it's projected on it. Don't ask me how the detail goes, but I understand you're going to see what is outside on the wall by a screen. So you see the balcony, you can see the ocean, but you can't go out and smell it and feel it and listen to it. So that's something new. Anybody here sailing single, that they go on cruises single? If you do, those ships, we're going to have stateroom for you, so you don't have to hook up with somebody or pay for a 2-stateroom for you. And but I understand the bed is large enough that if you meet somebody, you can invite them. So that was a little bit, and also there's going to be some fantastic show launches, brand new with a lot of electronics. In daytime you have a great view through huge windows. In the nighttime we can change those windows into the background we would like it to be. So that was a little bit about those ships. Then we also have ordered the third Oasis class ship. Instead of building it in Turku, we're going to build it in Chantilly the Atlantic in France. So at this time I would like to open up for any questions that you may have in regarding to Liberty, our ships, and I also have Nuno here with me, our loyalty ambassador, so if you want to know anything about where the ships are going and what's happening, we will do our best to answer you. So please put up your hands, and we have an activity manager here with a microphone.
have to stand up?